to Be Live with Dani Ke'lly. I'm here, Dani Ke'lly, your host, directly from Los Angeles, California, at the Creation Studios, a place that is not just a studio, but a concept for your creation. And today you have amazing guests, international singer, songwriter, artist, philanthropist, and also TV commentator. But the piece of the cake that I want to talk about her role as a global ambassador at UN. We want to welcome and bem-vinda, muito bem-vinda em all the idioms you have, Italian, English, Portuguese over here today. We have Numa. Thank you so much, Numa.
Thank you. You're such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman. I told you immediately when I saw you. She has this smile, these eyes, and thank you to having me. Thank you.
No, I'm honored to have you here. I know you come from Italy. You're a short period of time over here in LA, and you're doing all these events. I saw you performing this week, and I was like, wow, what an energy this woman has, and beautiful stage presence.
Thank you, because there's, of course, for an artist to have this kind of feedback, it's so important, because we feel to have succeeded when the audience felt the energy, felt better, felt happy, felt kind of enjoyment, correct?
Exactly,
from the performance.
Yeah, I believe strongly that artist has this enigmatic, right? Mission, the word, to bring joy, happiness, and make people feel better. Because when you go to a show, an event, you go to feel good because you want to feel good. And then you see like shows like yours, you bring this message, stunning energy, and like, oh, this is so much happiness. So tell me how everything starts back in Italy.
It started with me. I mean, I just to find out to be like this since I was a little girl. I used to say, as a Lady Gaga sings, I am born in this way. So, and you just have to deal with, it's true. It's a kind of, you have to deal with this, because you wake up one day, you'd understand that you need to, it's like a mission. You need to communicate. You have a need to feel connected with people. And also, I've been blessed because my need was not just to live for myself. Have my life and my achievement, my goals, my improvement, and that's it. I couldn't live in this way. I felt immediately the necessity that what I was doing was useful for someone else.
I believe it.
And that has been the blessing.
That's amazing. I love the way you put yourself there. Like, I'm a giver. I'm here to bring a message and to change some way my power to bring some change. So when you start to see that you could make change and that you are the message to that change, what is your mission to this change?
The mission is give my part during my existence here.
Yeah.
And it's something honestly deep. Some serious, instead it's just deep.
Yeah.
I want to don't live just a life and then go away and I just eat and and have fun, or just fulfill my personal needs, and that's it. End of the story. We all have the chance to have an impact on this planet. I don't think we are here just by chance. No. I don't think that we're here just to suffer. I don't think that we're here just to fulfill the imminent needs that we have and go through just the health and problems. We here because we can give something to the others, to the planet, so to us. Because probably the misunderstanding is that giving means that we don't give to ourselves.
Yes.
Or that we take away something from our space, our time, our energy. Wrong. Is the moment that we become rich of opportunity, rich of feedbacks, rich of something that return to us when we give. And so just to come back to your question, which is when I discovered that me singing, in my case, because we all understand which is our mission. We can be teachers, we can be good mothers, we can be good employers, we can be artists.
All kind of missions.
All kind of missions. And honestly, we are artists every day, because even when we create a new dish home for our children, we're being creative. We'll be also artists. We are, guys, trust me, we all are incredible artists, because life is to be creative every single day of our life, how to really make the day. It's a matter of creativity. So in my case, I chose to become a singer. I chose to become an artist, a communicator, you know what I mean? I told to become a speaker, delivering, and I found the way that for me was the best. And so I found out that while I was singing or acting or just dancing or talking or delivering my idea and my opinions, people was really actually feel better. Children, in the very beginning, when I was in the school, for example, my environment, my parents, my friends. I mean, in the beginning was the closest person that I used to meet in my life, and then I understood that I could expand it. So I started to travel. That's why I went to America already when I was 17 years old, study and dancing and acting and the language, and then I started to write songs. And, in the very beginning, I was a kind of problematic child, because I was having several issues with my family, with my dad. I have a problem with bulimic.
Bulimia.
I was having, and so I started to understand that life was not against me; it was for me. So there was a lesson behind. There was a suffering that I have to go beyond and understand where it comes from and what to do with that, and how to transform it, and how I can then eventually deliver the solution to other people. So I used physically my life to heal and transmit this healing to other people. As to go beyond, go through the sufferance or the struggles or the changing on the life, and it's been done by me in person, and then I learned how to do by music, by my way to deliver.
You learned at a very early stage in life that your mission was there. You just had to understand what's going on, because all this conflicts with family, like how you're outstanding everybody, like you beyond your everybody.
Understand that life wasn't against me. I have to understand that life was there for me, and I should learn lessons, understand how to use it and how to make it better. So I had how to put this back in the world. That's what we should do. To me, understand how to bring back our lesson to the world and to make it better people. And once again, I'm doing by music, but you can do it in different way, and the music is extremely powerful. The words, the deliverings, we can be born with the voice of Celine Dion, but if we're not what we do, we don't sing. I'm not Celine Dion, not at all. But you know what? But I have voice, which means I have the sound of my voice. I have this sound that is made to deliver. It comes from my heart as a vibration, as a truth, as a power. So it's no matter how many octaves I can sing, but it's if I'm honest, if I'm truthful, never something to say. It's something that matters. It's something that can really make you feel better. This is the key. So this is also the key for many artists that maybe say, "Oh my God, I'm not Beyonce. I'm not beautiful like the most beautiful top model." What we do? We cannot be creative. We cannot be delivering. We can absolutely, because it's the message of the world.
I see.
And that make the change, and then we create an impact to the world, and then our life has its special meaning, and then you know what, the life award doesn't give us something back, because when we close up too much in our struggles and our problems, and we think that we have nothing to deliver because we don't have enough for ourselves, is the moment that we become narrow, and so and our life shrink, and that's why our energies shrink, and then we lose the power and we lose the hope. And it's a terrible vicious circle. Instead, that we have to break that habit. Is there the braveness? Is there the braveness when we are so brave to think, to understand that we can go beyond our shrinking, we feel to implode, and that's the moment we have to say no, I don't accept this. We have to say no. I am a power. I'm alive. The life is within me, and so my heart beating is still pulsing the blood in my veins, which means that I'm blessed, and the universe will take care about me. So, which are my dreams? Which are my inner hopes? I have to go back there. There is my root, and this is my power. And I find out that I'm still power. I still have hope. I still have a dream. And then I start to break the jail, not the prison. The prison. And then we change completely the direction of our life.
Love it. You just you give me the whole momentary meaning of life, your mission. This is amazing. Thank you, Numa. I think we all speechless, right? This is really empowerment. And then I want to talk about your self-empowerment, because you use music for self-empowerment. Every time you speak in your music, and when you write and you're an artist, this light comes to you. I believe this energy comes from somewhere above us. And tell me, you're using all this power to be a global ambassador, and then helping refugees in this crisis right now in Europe, or refugees crisis. Tell more about your role on UN and also UNICEF.
I've been blessed because I find this energy found me actually. Is called Pegaso, and is connected with an agency for UN, and maybe ambassador as the ambassador or the Jubilee of the education, which education means a lot of things, guys. Means that you're not on the desk and then you do a teacher, which means that you believe in education, which means educate ourselves to be ethical, to be empathic, to feel the brotherhood, correct? To feel that the boundaries are really the poison and the delusion of our life. When we put boundaries, we put me, I'm here, you're there, we're different, we're distant. Such a delusion. This is a delusion, because we really are children of the same family. I can promise you. And forget this is the biggest mistakes we all can do. Feel distance, feel different, feel not equal. We don't deserve the same destiny. We don't deserve the same benefit, and there are something worse than us.
What's your message for this kind of people? Because I know you know people who are very nice.
It's
they
just
are very
enough.
rude.
You know what? The message is that you have to just try. I mean, you have to go beyond your judgment. It's that if when you try, you will find out that person that maybe you don't like or you think is totally different from you, it's really it's another human being like you. It's fear like you. It's lonely like you. He has needed like you. It's just lonely. Sometimes sometimes it doesn't act in a good way, it's because it doesn't understand yet how to do it. And if you open your heart and you're given a chance, probably this guy will change. And that's my way that I would deal with people, the most difficult people that I could possibly ever met in my life. So I stopped the judgment. You know what I mean? I hold the judgment. I said, no, wait a moment. I need to understand what's going on in this person. Why he's acting like this? Why he's talking that way? I don't want to go with my prejudice. I don't want to go with my idea, my pre-concept. And I go there and I try to really feel with the heart what could be the struggle, what could be the experience behind, what could be the
to understand the person why they're moving this way, or
and you know what? I always, I mean, very often that person burst in tears and just hug me and call me sister and call me and find me and stop to suffer or stop to be so close or stop to be so difficult, because we always we know we go in life like we are in a war. You know, we wake up in the morning like a ninja.
I believe
there's an attitude that doesn't help you guys. I promise you.
I believe the war is like every stage you go above, there is something different you have to learn, and then you're going to struggle and meet people. They're difficult people, good people, but you have to go through the past, to the test, and then that is part of the process. But I want to know, when you become an ambassador, your message, your mission on that time, what are you looking for to change, to make the real impact on those lives?
Exactly. Is stop the conflicts. And when you say that, And you say like, yes, of course. Now you make a song, you go in the world, and now no war anymore in the world because you just say so. Yes. Guys, sorry, I have to make a serious. We have to say something very honest. This is the way to stop the conflict? Yes, because if each of us think in this way, it's no conflict anymore. So if you just think what the other one is not doing it, or what's going on in the other country, and so you feel powerless, you feel stupid, you feel lonely, you feel abandoned, you feel powerless first of all, no, helpless. There's nothing will change. My question regarding my personal life is what I can do every day of my life. So I don't think what the other guy does or not does, or if there is incredible conflict over there, which I will never stop because I cannot go there and say, hey, wait a moment, I say stop war and everybody will stop. It doesn't matter because it's my intention that it will be like a drop in this huge ocean and will resonate with all the drops that think in the same way. And that's why in which way we become an ocean. Because there are 1,000 million people that doesn't want a conflict, 1,000 million people that doesn't want they want empathy and brotherhood, 1,000 million people that doesn't want a conflict and that don't want to hate, that don't want to fight. You know what? If we all resonate in this kind of peace and love and compassion, empathy and connection, as single drops, not helpless people alone that cannot do nothing because they're really small and just just abandoned in the world. No, if each single drop vibrate in this strong belief of peace and love and connection, brotherhood, empathy, and forgiveness. That vibration activate any single drop, spread million around the world, and that's why we connected and why we become extremely powerful. That the ocean come back together.
But you think people want that? The power people, they want
sorry, baby. Listen. The power people is people. It's people. It's people like me and you. You know what happened if 1 million, 2 million people, which we are, which we 9 million or maybe more in this planet, no? And we all want the same peace and the same thing. You know how much power we are.
Yeah, but there's a problem. You don't have the same people want the same thing. No, they just go switch around. Yeah.
Listen. What is important and what we do every day in our life. The war is inside the heart. Is when we go out from our home and we insult the guy that cut the road with the car, and we think terribly about our best friend, and we cheat our wife or our best friend or our husband. The war inside us. We need to start to create this kind of good world in our small world, to have a world that works in peace and understanding. So it's too easy to say, there are too much powerful people outside and there's nothing I can do, can change, so why I have to be a good person, or why I have to bother? It's too easy to think in this way. The only thing that you can do is take your own responsibility to be a good person, to make your world a world of peace, your world a world of compassion, to make your life worth it, and yourself worthy to be alive. Start from yourself. Take your own responsibility to be a good person. And I promise you that their resonance, that one, will just bring you so much power, so much good in your life, and that will be spread out. And then once again, I will repeat this concept. You're just single drop, but you're going to resonate to all the drops all around the world. There'll be a million people that wants that, and then we become powerful. So please don't feel powerless. Don't think that your life is so small and you're so little that you cannot make a change. You can do in your own life every single day. So just do it. Don't take excuses.
Yeah, come on, guys. So here we are. Wow. That's amazing speech. Now we know you're the global ambassador, and what you're doing right now is pretty powerful. And I strongly believe women like you to come together and bring this message. But now let's talk about your single drop, Crazy Love. Tell me about how you wrote, because I see that it's passion and a little drama with a happy end.
Yeah, exactly. A little, even a lot of drama, but with happy end, because because we cannot deny our struggle would be untrue, and because we all have it.
Unreal.
And as I said in the beginning of our interview, I've been through a lot. So, and that's been probably my school. It's been my challenge. It's been the push actually to transform, to understand why I was going through so much. I have a terrible father, which turned to be my best friend through the forgiveness.
Beautiful.
And so, which has been my terrible enemy for my lifelong. It's been judgmental. It's been hard. It's been abandoned me on the most important time of my life. And then I always I became Buddhist. I started to understand that life was in my hands, and changing some kind of my inner
peace inside.
My inner you say sabotage. My inner sabotage, my inner beliefs, wrong beliefs, start to change. Once again, I start to work on myself. I took the responsibility of my pain, of my struggle, and say, okay, what I have to do? I want to be the person. I start from me. Start from myself. This is my starting. The only place where I can start is me. I cannot change nobody else.
So
I can change on me.
You drive me crazy from this crazy
exactly.
Passion,
and my father changed, and my best friend changed, and my environment changed, and my career burst, and everything that was look terrible just turned to be extremely beautiful, extremely helpful, because I changed myself. So I wrote to Me Vuelves Loca, which says that you drive me crazy, which is, and I said this in a nice way, because I'm talking about the creating of the love, the passion, the sensuality of the inner energy that can move the mountains, and I sang it with a bit of sensuality to remember women how much they can be beautiful and creative and attractive at any age. As I said, I love to disclosure my age, because I'm 56, and
you look amazing, gorgeous, powerful.
And I want to say, and I want to remember that when you want to love yourself and you want to take care of yourself, you do your best. I mean, that doesn't matter how you look like. It doesn't matter what you're actually doing for yourself. I mean, it's not just a matter of appearance. It's a matter of the way you eat, and the way you sleep, and the way that you take care of yourself, and the way you treat yourself. Because if you treat your body like a machine that you have to trash away, you're going to kill yourself eventually.
So, Numa, you think now is the time. This is Numa's time. I'm ready. I'm on my age, and I'm on top of the world. I feel powerful right now and ready to go to the world. It's my time for my career, to be an artist, and
every day is a time of my life.
Yes.
So, the time of my life. It's actually that one. Yes, the time of my life is every day. Even if we have to really feel that. We have to decide it as like this. It's just up to us. And yes, I feel that every day is the time of my life, especially this time is time of my life. I'm extremely fertile music-wise. As you know, I wrote other 3 new singles. I shot other 3 video clips in Miami, which I'm very soon about to deliver. I'm promoted to Me Vuelves Loca, which I invite people to listen, because it's a very happy, energetical, warm and super positive song. To Me Vuelves Loca, Numa on YouTube. Please check it out. Spotify, because that's how it works. I mean, it's thanks to your sharing and your feedback that the message spread, and people enjoy all this good energy. And then I wrote a song, as we said, "Never Give Up," which was the funniest song.
But you never give up.
And exactly, never give up.
That's why it's meant to be.
And I suggest to see the video clip and see the song, because when you listen "Never Give Up," you just feel to be absolutely the hero of your life, because the song says that we all hero, basically our daily life. And I wrote many songs. I wrote the Secret Key, for example.
I want to know more about the song you wrote with Renato Zero. Noi Siamo Amore. Am I saying it right?
Okay. So
Italian?
Renato Zero is one of our biggest ever artists in the world. In Italy, we have had into any age, and it's our Elton John, to make sense. It's our Italian Elton John. And yes, I had this beautiful opportunity. I know him for a very long time. I have the opportunity to write some songs for him, which they became singles and they became really successful because Renato, everything's touched become gold because Renato is Renato. It's the top of the top. Even if you don't speak Italian, just go to see Renato. You will love him. It's just amazing. You remember like David Bowie, Elton John. He's an amazing singer and songwriter and interpreter. And then he gave us also a help to write the Noi Siamo Amore, which is the Italian version of Promised Land, which is the song that we did for UNICEF that we did to really say sensibilizzare means to dedicate to people, to wake up, to make people, to give to ask to call the attention for the people or what's happening with the population, the flee, the suffer, they have to abandon their own country under the bombs. So we think once again it's far away, but it can happen anytime, even in our back door. So we have to be very careful to don't think that things happen there, it doesn't happen to us. So that's why we need to be broader and stay on point and be awake about that. But just, don't be distracted. Don't be indifferent. Indifferent.
What happened to you next
year? Exactly. That is already compassion, empathy, and that's already big energy because we give a light to people that doesn't have a light. So once you put your attention, you put your energy, you put in a light, and you're helping already in this way. That's why we don't have to turn our head ever. And this song is made for this. It's made for people to make people to put the light, to put attention, and singing along and talking about the promised land. The promised land is a promised land that we all have in our heart, and that we want to be in our promised land, and we deserve to stay there. We don't deserve to abandon our children, our places, just because we will be bombarded. So, we've been killed. So it's a very important song, and it's been an anthem for UNICEF as well. And then Renato Zero helped to write the Italian version.
So tell me now about co-writing with Phil Palmer and Paul Bliss.
Exactly, because Phil Palmer Paul Bliss and also Justin Howard that in America is performers with the Moody Blues. They did this incredible song and then we recreated, rearranged, modernized to create this anthem for UNICEF, and it's been amazing because when you really work with people, there are the history or the real music when the AI wasn't there, so real so we're talking about real musician, real singers, real composer, real producer. We were with analogic at the time, not even in the digital, so we're talking about real guys. I mean, it's an incredible school, and I have the honor to, and still have the honor to work with this kind of people that made the music, the history of the music. Trevor Horn, and I met Trevor Horn for many years, and I had the honor to be close to him, see how he works, how he produces, how later on is Grace Jones, is Robbie Williams, still. I mean, we're talking about, I have this incredible school around me, and I've always been there, really there, like a humble, scholar. School of art. Yes. When you are a child, going to school.
You were in kindergarten.
Schoolgirl like this, and learning humbly, and then I had the blessing also to work with these people, to share writing, and this, I want to keep saying, there's no AI. It's reality. It's real. Amazing. It's real. Amazing. It's real music. We put effort, money, time, sweat, and also competence and study.
You have the original and the true passion of art.
When comes Phil Palmer studio and grab his guitar and he plays his real riff with his real hands and his real, background.
One thing I can tell you, talent, you cannot buy talent.
No.
Talent is not for sale.
No, I'm sorry, there's not.
And when you're born with talent, it's a gift from God.
And you have to use it.
Yes,
and it's your responsibility.
Exactly. I'm like goosebumps. Talent, you cannot buy talent because it's a gift that you're born with.
Exactly.
And you cannot transfer. and you cannot even copy or nothing. The talent is you, is unique.
You said become ego is the
Yes.
biggest mistakes you can do. Because sometimes people just sleep on it. I have it. I got it. I use it. I do what I want. I'm lucky. I've been lucky in my life, and that's terrible because you're giving up your blessing. You're giving up your mission.
It's a big responsibility that you have to transform God to you on this earth, and what you're doing is such a big mission. And I'm so proud of you. It's amazing in this whole interview. I learned a lot because I'm a very curious person, right? So I learned
which means you're very intelligent because the curiosity means to be intelligent.
I love to learn, and you just show me a lot. And then come from Italy and to be here in Los Angeles on the podcast, I'm very honored. Thank you so much, Numa.
Thank you.
And another thing I want to ask you: have you been to Brazil and do some?
Yes, I've been in Brazil several times, and I've been there with my husband because it was in tour. We was on tour with Dire Straits Legacy, which are honestly they're huge in Brazil. They just came back from Brazil tour right now, but I was I was doing my interviews and my video clips and my things in Miami and Los Angeles, so I couldn't go. But I've been in Brazil many times, and Brazil is something that I truthfully love. Is people. I have to tell you that my honest truth from my heart. People are so generous, so welcome, so kind, so humble, so open, so genuine, so human. You know what I mean? You go in the place and
they love you,
they hug you, they kiss
invite you to eat bees in their house.
Yes, honestly, really. And every time I go in Brazil, I said, these people is so gentle, so lovely, and so apart from the sharks and the ocean, because I remember I don't remember which place we were touring, and I was with them. I was along with them, and so we stopped by, and so there was a sign like this to say, "Don't swim, sharks." It was everywhere. So I said, whatever. Just to laugh a little bit. But every time I come with them and along to this concert, like 1,000 people showing up, and you see this happy people, beautiful, happy people that just enjoy the music, dancing around, and they're so humble, so welcoming, so generous. Yes, I love Brazil.
Thank you. Yeah, in Brazil you have a lot of Italian, huge Italian community in Brazil, and the food. You have friends and they talk, and we all much like Italians. It's like
I love music, the dancing in an amazing way. I was a great time there. And people likes me a lot, likes my music too. And because even as you say the Italian language is very well, more than English, I have to say. So I noticed that Brazilian people loves my the Italian version of myself.
Yes.
I noticed that as very interesting. So I sing in Spanish. I sing in Italian there.
Oh, nice!
They rather than English.
And they understand too. They understand.
Yeah. Even though the language is pretty different, we have to say, but there are a lot of similarities sounds-wise. So I can say that they can understand the meaning very well, and they love it. And so they asked me to sing in Italian.
Beautiful, thank you. Oh my gosh, I have to wrap up our interview. I wish you could stand more and more for hours and hours.
It's been a lovely conversation, and honestly, it's an amazing podcast. Thank you. You allowed me to say a lot of things. Thank you.
No, I love it because over here, the mission is to bring all the best from you to everyone. And if I'm not sharing what you have the best, what it meaningful to have the podcast.
Nice.
So it's all about you, that's why you have a podcast, to talk about experience, and people need to listen, to hear, to live, and to experience that, because the world is already too tough over there, and people like
it's
you
tough.
there.
It's true. That's why we can make it better. We can make we can soften a lot. Trust me, we can soften a lot. I prove on my own skin.
Exactly.
My life was so tough, and I managed to turn in a lovable and lovely life. But I have to do it. I have to want it.
Yeah, it's hard work, right? Hard work.
I work, but give me, it was worthwhile. Yes. That's why I ask people to be responsible for that, to take their own responsibility to change their own life in the best way they can. Let me please say to the audience
Yes,
where they can
please
find
share
me.
because I wanted them to see you and follow you. On
So
Beeline.
yes, thank you for that, because in the end of on this long conversation, it's very important that we meet again. As to meet again, in this case, media help us. So I do a lot of social media, and you can find me very easy on the website. A lot of information about me also, because now thanks to the in the translation of Google, even if it's something is in Italian, you can read in your language, because the technology allowed us. So thanks for that. And so please meet me on Instagram and Numa Palmer, and please meet me on Spotify. Please find me on YouTube. I keep suggesting to adults the song, one title. I suggest you like Stronger, Never Give Up. Or easy title to remember. Or To Me Vuelves Loca. You put Numa, To Me Vuelves Loca, Numa Stronger, Numa Never Give Up. So you can find my channel and register yourself if it makes you happy. It's very important, because that's give us the chance to meet ourselves again, share the music, share the message, and be together. So find me, write me, and I will be there for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Numa. Thanks so much for introduction and also to share your information, contact. Find her on Instagram. She's gonna be on YouTube. I'm gonna tag her. And then if you guys please connect to Numa. And also, if you like her interview, just leave a heart, comment on YouTube, share with everyone, the whole world, okay? We are not limited to US, Italy, Brazil,
exactly.
everywhere, Japan,
Share.
everyone. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you, and be live with Dani Ke'lly and Numa. Bye.